What if you could walk into any room and have people instantly like you, trust you, and want to talk to you? In this video, we break down the most powerful lessons from mentalist Oz Pearlman on the Diary of a CEO with Stephen Bartlett. These are real, practical skills that help you connect better, read people faster, and build confidence that lasts. We are going to cover 10 simple takeaways you can use today to change how others see you and how you see yourself. Let us start with the very first one. Takeaway 1. The trick that makes anyone like you fast. Oz Pearlman explains that most people try too hard to impress, and that is why they come across as needy or awkward. The real trick that makes anyone instantly like you is to create positive curiosity in the first few seconds and make the other person feel important. Oz says that if you walk up and ask, "Do you want to see a magic trick?" most people will say no. But if you walk up with a warm smile, open body language, and ask something like, "Did you hear what is happening tonight?" the other person becomes curious and positive. Their brain lights up because you are offering something exciting instead of asking for permission. Oz also shares that approaching at a slight angle instead of walking straight at someone makes you feel safer to them on a natural human level. Humans are wired to feel less threatened when someone comes in gently, not head on. Once you have their attention, Oz says to make them feel like they are lucky to meet you. When you say the owner brought me here as a special treat, the listener feels special instead of feeling pressured. For example, if you meet someone new at work, instead of saying, "Hi, I am John," and walking away, you could say, "I am happy we met today because I heard you are one of the most interesting people here." You opened a curiosity loop and made them feel good about themselves, and people like those who make them feel good. Now let's move to the next takeaway. Takeaway 2, make others feel like the star. Oz Pearlman reminds us that the number one thing every human cares about the most is themselves, their family, and their personal story. So if you want others to like you, never make the first moments about how great you are. Make it about them. Oz literally writes down names, kids, jobs, and personal stories of people he meets so he can remember them later. When he sees them again, he brings those details up and the person feels like they matter. He says, when you make someone shine, they never forget you. You become the rare person who listened. For example, if someone tells you their daughter loves painting, and months later you say, "I saw a painting class near your area, and it reminded me of your daughter," they feel seen. Oz shows that likability is not magic. It is caring enough to pay attention and helping others feel important. Because when someone feels like the star in front of you, they think highly of you too. Now let's move to the next takeaway. Takeaway 3, listen like it matters and you will stand out. Oz Pearlman explains that one of the most powerful social skills on earth is genuine listening. Most people wait to talk. Oz shares a moment when he met Steven Spielberg. Oz expected to ask Spielberg questions, but instead Spielberg asked Oz dozens of questions and paid full attention. Oz says the most interesting person in the room is usually the most interested person in the room. Look at people when you talk. Put your phone away. Ask questions about their life that go deeper than, "What do you do?" For example, instead of saying, "What job do you have?" you could ask, "What is something exciting you are working on lately?" That question makes people feel alive and valued. Listening like you care makes people trust you, like you, and remember you. Oz proves that your ears win more hearts than your mouth. Now let's move to the next takeaway. Takeaway 4, do not let rejection poison you. Oz Pearlman shares that when he was young performing in restaurants, people often ignored him or brushed him off. Many people would quit after that, but Oz found a mental trick to survive. He created 2 versions of himself in his mind. One was Oz the entertainer, the other was Oz the private person. When someone rejected the entertainer, he told himself, "They are rejecting the performance, not me as a human being." This stopped rejection from destroying his confidence. He says most adults avoid new things because they are scared of hearing no. But no does not wound you unless you let it. For example, if you pitch a business idea and someone does not like it, instead of thinking, "I am a failure," tell yourself, "They did not connect with this version of the idea. I can improve it." That small mental separation gives you power instead of pain. Now let's move to the next takeaway. Takeaway 5, confidence grows when you act before fear grows. Oz Pearlman explains that fear grows when we delay action. He says before a scary call or difficult moment, we feel 8 out of 10 fear, but the day after, we feel 2 out of 10. So if you imagine how you will feel tomorrow, you can act today. Confidence is not born from waiting. Confidence is born from doing. Every small moment where you push through fear builds a stronger version of you. Oz teaches that you should face things sooner, not later, because relief comes from action. For example, if you have been scared to tell someone the truth or ask for something you want, imagine how proud you will feel tomorrow if you do it now. That future feeling can push you through the moment. We're halfway through the video. Thanks for sticking with us. If you're enjoying it, hit the thumbs up and share it in your WhatsApp groups. If you'd like to support us, please tap the thanks button below. It helps us keep making great content. Drop a comment and don't forget to hit subscribe for more. Now let's continue with the video. Takeaway 6. Influence people by guiding their mind. Oz Pearlman says persuasion is not forcing someone to agree with you. It is gently guiding their attention so they feel they chose freely. He does this with magic, but he explains it works in life too. If you speak only about yourself or your product, people shut down. If you speak about what they already care about, they lean forward. Oz says to ask open, positive questions that create curiosity and optimism. Instead of saying this idea is best, you could say, I noticed you value saving time, and this option helps you save hours every week. You put their desire first. For example, if you want a friend to join an event, do not say, come with me. Say, I found something that makes people feel amazing, and I thought you would love it. You are guiding emotion, not demanding action. Now let's move to the next takeaway. Takeaway 7. Read people by watching their natural changes. Oz Pearlman says he cannot read minds, but he reads people. Every person has natural behavior when they are calm, honest, and relaxed. That is your baseline. When they lie, hide something, or feel uncomfortable, they shift from that baseline. He watches the pace of speech, level of detail, body comfort, and eye focus. Oz explains that kids naturally feel truth and lies, but adults lose that instinct because they stop paying attention. To read people better, pay attention the first time you meet someone and notice how they behave when they talk about normal things. Later, you will spot changes. For example, if someone always speaks in short, simple sentences, but suddenly gives long, complicated stories when asked about something, that change is a clue. You do not need magic. You need awareness. Now let's move to the next takeaway. Takeaway 8. Protect yourself by spotting liars early. Oz Pearlman explains that we can train ourselves to see dishonesty before it costs us. He says liars often either give too many unnecessary details or too few. If someone suddenly becomes stiff, over-explains, or avoids simple answers, your instincts should wake up. The trick is not judging quickly, but noticing changes from their normal behavior. Oz says most people once had good instincts as kids, but school, work, and society teach us to ignore our gut. Bring that instinct back. For example, if a coworker who normally explains things clearly suddenly avoids giving details when asked about money or deadlines, pay attention. Their shift is more important than their words. Now let's move to the next takeaway. Takeaway 9. A strong memory makes you unforgettable. Oz Pearlman says memory is rare today because people rely on phones. But remembering names and personal details shows deep respect and makes people feel valued. He uses a simple system. First, listen carefully. Second, repeat the name twice out loud. Third, connect it to a detail or a comment. If someone is named Sarah, you say, Sarah, great to meet you, then add something like, Sarah, I love that jacket. You have now connected sound and image. People judge you when you forget their name, but they admire you when you remember it. For example, if you meet a new neighbor named Daniel, and the next time you see him, you say, Daniel, how is your garden going? He will see you as thoughtful and friendly without you trying to impress him. Now let's move to the last takeaway. Takeaway 10. Success comes from obsession and preparation. Oz Pearlman had a safe finance career, and most people thought he was crazy to leave it. But one casual comment from a senior leader made him ask, what am I doing here? And he decided to pursue magic full-time. He did not rely on luck. He practiced thousands of hours, studied people, and prepared every tiny detail. Oz teaches that talent matters less than the level of preparation and obsession you bring. Many say they want success but wait for perfect confidence or timing. Oz shows that you earn confidence by doing the work anyway. For example, if you want to start a business, you do not need to quit your job overnight. Start learning, preparing, and practicing 1 hour each day. In 1 year, you will be ahead of everyone, still waiting for the right moment. Success grows from daily action, not magical timing. Thank you for watching. If you'd like to support this channel, hit the thanks button below. It really helps us keep going. If you enjoyed this summary, please leave a like and share it in your WhatsApp groups. To join discussion about this video, drop a comment below. And for more videos like this, hit the subscribe button below.